America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
Welcome to episode 226 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. My name is Joe Parisi. I've prepared 3 fast-paced rounds of pop culture trivia, 7 questions in each of the 3 rounds, with just 5 seconds between questions for you to think of the answers. If you're new to the show, it's incredibly easy to follow along, keep score, play against your friends, and I like to slide in some fun little side nuggets of trivia information about the topics that we cover today. Your first round, those first 7 questions will be all about music. Then we're going to do a movie round for round number 2, where the specialized focus of that round will be camp movies that have something to do with summer camps. And then we're going to do a mixed round for round number 3. That could entail anything from video games, toys, commercials, sports, perhaps. We will see. Glad you're here. Good luck. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1, question number 1. Michael Jackson had a song called P.Y.T., the 3 letters, P.Y.T., back in 1982. What do the letters P.Y.T. stand for? Question 2. Do you have an opinion, a mind of your own? I thought you were special. I thought you should know. But I've run out of patience. I couldn't care less. What group gave us the 1997 song with those lyrics? Question 3. I'm going to give you 2 lines of the chorus from this 1997 country song. It's a very famous song. I'm asking you to give me the next line. 'Cause I'm carrying your love with me. West Virginia down to Tennessee. What is the next line? Question 4. Shine, sweet freedom. Shine your light on me. You are the magic. You're right where I want to be. Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines are featured in the music video for the 1986 song Sweet Freedom by Michael McDonald. The reason those 2 are in the video is because the song was originally released on a soundtrack to a 1986 buddy cop action comedy film that they starred in together. What is the name of the movie? Question 5. What band gave us the 1995 rock song Cumbersome? Question 6. Hold on to the night. Hold on to the memories. I wish that I could give you something more. What artist gave us the 1987 song Hold On to the Night? Question 7. And if you want, then start to laugh. And if you must, then start to cry. Be yourself. Don't hide. Just believe in destiny. Don't care what people say. Just follow your own way. Don't give up and use the chance to return to innocence. Who gave us the 1993 song with those lyrics? That is going to do it for round number 1. Here come your first 7 answers. Question 1, Michael Jackson had a song called P.Y.T. in 1982. What do those letters P.Y.T. stand for in this case? Pretty Young Thing. Question 2. Do you have an opinion, a mind of your own? I thought you were special. I thought you should know. But I've run out of patience. I couldn't care less. What group gave us the 1997 song with those lyrics? The answer is Garbage, and that is from a song that I truly love called Special. I first heard that song and fell in love with it 1999 on a flight to London, England with a bunch of high school friends. It was in the rotation on like the in-flight radio station that you could listen to. And yeah, by the end of the flight, I had it memorized because the rotation of the songs on the modern rock station that they had was quite small. But yeah, Special from Garbage. If you don't know that song, it's wonderful. Question 3. I'm going to give you 2 lines of the chorus from a 1997 country song. You give me the next line. 'Cause I'm carrying your love with me, West Virginia down to Tennessee. The next line. I'll be moving with the good Lord's speed. That's from George Strait and his hit Carrying Your Love With Me. Question 4. Shine, sweet freedom, shine your light on me. You are the magic, you're right where I want to be. Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines are featured in the music video for the 1986 song Sweet Freedom by Michael McDonald. The reason those two are in the video is because the song was originally released on a soundtrack to a 1986 buddy cop action comedy that those two starred in together. The question, what is the name of the movie? Running Scared. One of those movies that if you hung around video stores in the 80s and 90s like I did, you saw the VHS box 1,000 times. Billy Crystal, Gregory Hines, arms around each other like they're best pals, leaning up against a beat-up, spray-painted car, Billy Crystal wearing a Chicago Cubs jersey. Question 5. What band gave us the 1995 rock song Cumbersome? 7, Mary, 3. They had self-released that song a year earlier, and thanks to some radio station in Florida for playing it, it got a great response. They ended up getting signed to Mammoth Records, who then re-released the song in 95 on their first album with that label, and then it really took off across the country. Question number 6. Hold on to the night, hold on to the memories. I wish that I could give you something more. What artist gave us the 1987 song Hold On to the Night? That is Richard Marx. Currently married to Daisy Fuentes since 2015. Prior to that, for many years, he was married to Cynthia Rhodes, who was Penny in Dirty Dancing. I love Richard Marx. Question 7. And if you want, then start to laugh. If you must, then start to cry. Be yourself. Don't hide. Just believe in destiny. Don't care what people say. Just follow your own way. Don't give up and use the chance to return to innocence. Who gave us the 1993 song with these lyrics? Enigma. Enigma was one guy, and his name was Michael Cretu. He was a European producer whiz. He basically did everything himself, but he would occasionally bring in a session musician to add something that he couldn't do himself, or a vocalist. But it was just a one-man project. It was never seen as a band, but as a musical project.
Round 2.
Our second round today, all about camp movies. Question number 1. The artwork for the movie poster and VHS box for this 1983 camp-focused slasher film shows a bloody knife piercing through a white tennis shoe. The film, which stars Felissa Rose as Angela Baker, was originally characterized as a low-budget slasher in the Friday the 13th mold, with teenage mayhem at a summer camp. It has since, however, developed a large cult following and is known for one of the most shocking twist endings in slasher film history. Name the film. Question 2. What is the name of the 2012 coming-of-age comedy drama directed by Wes Anderson that stars Bruce Willis, Edward Norton, Bill Murray, and Frances McDormand? About a boy who escapes from a scouting camp to unite with his pen pal and love interest. What is the name of that movie? Question 3. A 1979 camp comedy directed by Ivan Reitman that starred Bill Murray as Tripper Harrison. Name the film. Question 4. A 1995 comedy starring Ben Stiller as Tony Perkis Jr., a fitness entrepreneur who takes over Camp Hope, a weight loss camp for boys. Name the film. Question 5. What is the name of the fictional camp that is the primary setting of the 1980 film Friday the 13th? Question 6. What is the name of the 2001 camp comedy starring Janine Garofalo, David Hyde Pierce, Molly Shannon, Paul Rudd, and Christopher Maloney that takes place at the fictional Camp Firewood? Name the film. And question 7. In 1991, the movie The Addams Family hit theaters. In 1993, a sequel came out. What was the name of the sequel? That's going to do it for round number 2. Let's see how well you knew these camp movies. Question number 1, the artwork for the movie poster and VHS box for this 1983 camp-focused slasher film shows a bloody knife piercing through a white tennis shoe. The film, which starred Felissa Rose as Angela Barker, was originally characterized as a low-budget slasher in the Friday the 13th mold, with teenage mayhem at a summer camp. It has since, however, developed a large cult following and is known for one of the most shocking twist endings in slasher film history. Name the film. The answer is Sleepaway Camp. My son and I saw Felissa Rose in person at a horror con that came through the St. Louis area just a week ago as I sit here and record this. We did not get in her line and pay to get a picture with her. Instead, we went and met Jason Marsden from Step by Step and Boy Meets World, Trojan War, Full House, and he was a delight. But Felissa Rose definitely had a lot of fans there wandering around in Sleepaway Camp t-shirts who wanted to meet her. So she does quite well on this Comic-Con type circuit. Question number 2, what's the name of the 2012 coming-of-age comedy drama directed by Wes Anderson that stars Bruce Willis, Edward Norton, Bill Murray, and Frances McDormand? It's about a boy who escapes from a scouting camp to unite with his pen pal and love interest. Moonrise Kingdom. Question 3, a 1979 camp comedy directed by Ivan Reitman that starred Bill Murray as Tripper Harrison. The answer is Meatballs. Question 4, a 1995 comedy starring Ben Stiller as Tony Perkis Jr., a fitness entrepreneur who takes over Camp Hope, a weight loss camp for boys. Name the film. Heavyweights. Question 5. What is the name of the fictional camp that is the primary setting of the 1980 film Friday the 13th? Camp Crystal Lake. Question 6. What is the name of the 2001 comedy starring Janine Garofalo, David Hyde Pierce, Molly Shannon, Paul Rudd, and Christopher Maloney that takes place at the fictional Camp Firewood? Wet, Hot American Summer. And question 7. In 1991, the movie Addams Family hit theaters. Then in 1993, the sequel came out. What was the name of the sequel? The answer is Addams Family Values. I included that question because much of that movie takes place with Wednesday and Pugsley away at a summer camp.
Round 3.
Heading into our third and final round. If you're not following along with me online, you can do so on social media at Joe Parisi VO. My website's joeparisivoiceover.com and joeparisifilms.com. We're going to do a mixed round for round number 3. Going to bounce around all sorts of different topics. Question number 1. In what year did the United States men's soccer team wear their famous denim-looking jerseys in the FIFA World Cup? What year was that? Question 2. Name the celebrity who launched a fashion line in 2004 called Lamb, L-A-M-B. Question 3. Which of these 3 Kevin Smith movies came out first? Mallrats, Chasing Amy, or Dogma? Which one came first? Mallrats, Chasing Amy, or Dogma? Question 4. Franklin the dog was introduced in 2015 as the mascot of an NBA team. Franklin is a constant presence at home games, known for his acrobatic dunks. This team used to have a mascot known as Hip Hop. And then back during the 80s, they had one that was a blue monster in sunglasses called Big Shot. What NBA team am I talking about? Question 5. The Louie Show was a sitcom that aired on CBS for less than 3 months in 1996. It was about a psychotherapist in Duluth, Minnesota, and his quirky relationships with his friends and family. The main character was Dr. Louis Lundgren, and he was played by who? Question number 6. What filmmaker wrote and directed Crybaby, Serial Mom, Pecker, and Multiple Maniacs? And question 7, final question for episode 226 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. Here you go. Which of these 2 mail-order music clubs had the higher number of members during their peak? Columbia House or BMG? Who had the higher number of members during their peak? That is going to do it for round number 3. Time to check your answers. My friends, here we go. Question 1. In what year did the United States men's soccer team wear their famous denim-looking jerseys in the FIFA World Cup? The answer is 1994. Those bad boys were worn as the U.S. team's, quote, away jersey during the 1994 World Cup. It was paired with red shorts, and it was kind of mocked. A lot of people hated it, but here we are 30 years later. Adidas re-released it heading into the 2026 World Cup here in the United States. And I had to look it up. I was like, did the U.S. women's team ever wear that? And the answer is no. Their World Cup was the next year, 1995, in Sweden, and they did not. They had just kind of more of a traditional-looking uniform. Question 2. Name the celebrity who launched a fashion line in 2004 called Lamb. L.A.M.B. The answer is Gwen Stefani. Lamb is an acronym for Love, Angel, Music, Baby. It is still around today, but now it's primarily an eyewear line, where back when it was first coming out, it was all sorts of apparel, fashion accessories, that stuff. Question 3, which of these 3 Kevin Smith movies came out first? Mallrats, Chasing Amy, or Dogma? The answer is Mallrats, 1995. Chasing Amy came out in 97, Dogma in 99. And in each of those 3 films, Kevin Smith is in the movie as Silent Bob. Question 4. Franklin the dog was introduced in 2015 as the mascot of an NBA team. Franklin is a constant presence at home games, known for his acrobatic dunks. This team used to use a mascot known as Hip Hop. And then during the 80s, they had one that was a big blue monster in sunglasses called Big Shot. What NBA team am I talking about? The Philadelphia 76ers. I love mascots, but how about we pick a mascot and we stick with it? Who's doing that? Who's changing mascots all the time? St. Louis Cardinals, Fred Bird, if they switched that, people would lose their minds. I don't know. Question number 5. The Louie Show. That was a sitcom that aired on CBS for less than 3 months in 1996. It was about a psychotherapist in Duluth, Minnesota, and his quirky relationships with his friends and family. The main character was Dr. Louis Lundgren, and he was played by who? Let's see, it was called The Louie Show. Who could it be? Louis Anderson. Louis Anderson, the late great. Only 6 episodes of that show aired. It was a mid-season debut in a Wednesday night time slot thrown in to replace a show called Bless This House, which starred Andrew Dice Clay. So they put in the Louie Show. That doesn't work. Then CBS cancels it after just 6 episodes, and they fill the slot with reruns of The Nanny before they rolled out their next attempt, which was a sitcom called My Guys, which was canceled after just 2 episodes. So I don't know, that Wednesday night slot, pretty tough to fill back at CBS in 1996. Question 6, what filmmaker wrote and directed Crybaby, Serial Mom, Pecker, and Multiple Maniacs? John Waters. And question 7, which of these 2 mail-order music clubs had the higher number of members during their peak? Columbia House or BMG? The answer is Columbia House. I'm sure many of you were members of both. I was. So Columbia House was founded in 1955 as a book club. And then in 1962, they started the music club thing, which they had a lot of success with. Their peak membership was between 15 and 16 million people. So at their peak, 15 or 16 million people were enrolled in that program. They would file for bankruptcy in 2015. So BMG, a formidable competitor, they didn't even come on the scene as a music club until 1988. So Columbia House was very well established when they showed up, but they were immediately a major player in the game, advertising in all the magazines and stuff like that. At their peak, their membership was somewhere between 10 and 12 million. And they shut down their music club here in the U.S. in 2009. And I was a member of both of those clubs, probably joined in like 93, 94. And honestly, thanks to these clubs, I didn't have a bad experience. My mom kind of managed it for me, like to make sure we weren't constantly getting the stuff I didn't want sent. So when the stuff would show up, whatever had to be sent back, like she was doing that to make sure we weren't constantly getting billed. But I loved it. I couldn't wait for those cardboard packages with your CD to show up in the mailbox. I built up a massive CD collection in my, junior high and high school years because of those clubs. And then downloading music became a thing and it was just dead. And that's kind of what killed both of these things. Fun little trivia fact for you. If you find a CD in your basement or wherever, look at one of your old CDs. Flip it over to the back where it's got the track listing. If there is no barcode, no scannable barcode, chances are that particular CD was purchased through a music club, BMG or Columbia House. The barcodes were specifically put on the CDs that were going to retail stores so that they could easily be scanned. They had a whole different system. So it's not 100% universally true, but usually. So if you see like a blank white box on the back, a lot of times that's what would be there. They would just have a blank white box, whereas the same exact CD from the store would have the barcode there. Kind of a weird thing, just something to look at. I'm Joe Parisi. This has been America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. This was our 226th episode. Thank you guys for being here. I know many of you listening have listened to all 226, and that's incredible. You can follow along with me if you wish online. I always love hearing from you guys at Joe Parisi VO on Instagram, TikTok. I'm also on Facebook. You can find me on there. Always love to hear what you guys think of the questions, where you're listening to the show from. My website is joeparisivoiceover.com. And the other show that I host, if you love this quirky pop culture stuff, check out the Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. 140 or so episodes. Each episode, a deep dive on some fun pop culture topic from usually the 80s or 90s. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Talk to you soon.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show with Joe Parisi.
If you want all of your data in one place, if you want a single home for all of your entities, if you want to spend more time working and less time searching, you need the Intuit ERP. I know because I'm Damon John, and I run my growing business on Intuit Enterprise Suite, the AI native ERP that's powerful, painless, and proven. Learn more at intuit.com/ERP.
There are exciting things happening at your local CVS. Shop new extra big deals with Extra Care every 2 weeks. No coupon needed. Plus, get access to exclusive sale prices, personalized deals, and more as a member. Extra Care is the way to save at CVS. Join for free online or in-store and start saving. Visit your local CVS store or cvs.com/extra big deals for this week's deals.